Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm very excited to do because I'm going to be trying hyped new products that were just recently launched. And also I will be doing my very first giveaway to thank you guys for supporting my channel. Make sure to stay till the end of the video where I would go over details and what's going to be included in the giveaway. Today I'm going to be using a few new complexion products, a foundation from KOSAS and the LYS new concealer. I will be using the Natasha Denona Glam face palette, the blush duo from Patrick Ta, and the newly launched Fenty Beauty Lipstick with the ABH lip liner. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, give it a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get into makeup application. Before we get into application of makeup, shout out to my nail set that I have here. This is a Kiss Voguish Fantasy Long Coffin style. I don't have a new primer, so I'm going to be using my professional primer to smooth out my pores. The KOSAS foundation that I'm going to be using today, again, it's not a first impression on this product. I've been using it for probably about a week now. Purchased it on the day it was launched. So in the past week, since I've been testing new KOSAS Revealer foundation, I've learned that the best way for my oily combination skin to apply it is use this with a pore-filling smoothing primer. So this is the Revealer foundation by KOSAS that I'm going to be using today. The bottle looks like this. It's a frosted glass bottle and it has a nice pump. You get 1 ounce of product. This retails for $42. It is available in Sephora and on KOSAS website at the moment. This is available in 36 shades, and KOSAS is a clean beauty brand. Let's go ahead and read some claims on this product. It is a medium coverage SPF 25 treatment foundation with a natural finish that instantly blends like a second skin to blur, visibly smooth texture and minimize pores. Enhanced with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalane, vitamin B5, arnica and caffeine, and clinically proven to hydrate, brighten, smooth, plump, and protect your skin. Quite few nice claims and very nice ingredients in here. I picked up mine in a shade a light neutral 140. The brand recommends to apply this with your fingers or a makeup brush and then retouch it for finishing touches with a sponge. You guys already know that I do not like apply anything with my fingers. I feel like I have to make that disclaimer. I will be, however, using my Japanese 962 flat top brush. The brand also recommends to apply 1 pump for lighter coverage and then 2 to achieve the medium coverage. I'm gonna use 1. This is one of my favorite brushes to use. I finally repurchased it. This is supposed to give you a natural finish. Since there is a SPF 25, it claims to be a reef safe. This feels nice and hydrating, really easy to apply with a brush. It leaves a little bit of stickiness, which is pretty normal for a brush application. And I'm actually going with a pretty small amount for this. I'm getting a pretty medium coverage, but more on the lighter end. I'm gonna go with my e.l.f. sponge and a retouch. Make sure everything looks nice and smooth. It's supposed to give you natural finish. However, I do feel like it's hydrating and it does have some healthy glow, as you guys can see. I think this looks nice and healthy. Get evened out the skin tone. I do have some redness today on my cheeks and the breakout. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna try to hide it. I just want to show you what the foundation is capable of. This foundation goes on skin hydrating at first, but then after a little bit of time it does settle to more of a natural finish. If you are new to this brand, I would recommend you guys to go on KOSAS website, and if you are looking to try the whole entire line of foundation, concealer and the powder, it will help you to match the shades. And then if you buy all 3 products, it actually gives you a bundle price. You're saving a certain percentage. For my concealer today, I'm going to be using this LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I picked up mine in the shade LN6 in the form of a triangle. Beautiful frosted, what feels like plastic packaging. It's pointed and a little bit angled. What I've noticed that it's a little bit harder to place the wand back in. So I would recommend just be a little bit careful so you don't break it. This concealer is a brand new launch. This product is available in 25 different shades. LYS is a clean beauty brand. This is a liquid formula. It provides full coverage. It says to be long wearing and good for dark circles and dark spots. A luxurious, rich, ultra creamy formula that visibly brightens, conceals, and nourishes the complexion with a skin-like finish. The brand recommends to apply this with a brush or a sponge. When I apply it, it feels really hydrating and quite thin. Apply a little bit more here because I already know that it will melt into your skin. This is one of those formulas, full coverage, but it's very, very creamy. I'm using my Deluxe Crease brush by Real Techniques and just tapping it out. This shade is LN6. It looks pretty natural under my eyes. It's not very brightening. It matches my overall skin. I'm tapping it out with a brush and it doesn't leave any streakiness. It just melts into skin really easily. It also feels pretty hydrating. All my skincare will be linked for in the description box if you're interested in what I use. That blended out super easily. It just looks really natural. However, it does have a little bit of like glowiness to it. I do have some minor wrinkles around my eyes. I like to set most of my concealers, including this one. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye area and the rest of my face. I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Cupcake. To warm up my face, I'm going to be using a skin bronzing powder in the shade Ombre. I've used this product on camera already, but I really have been loving it. This does have no fallout. On my skin, it gives me a neutral undertone, which is kind of good for this time of the year. This next product I'm very excited about. This is the Patrick Ta Blush Duo. I picked up mine in the shade She's a Vibrant. This is beautiful, bright coral pink. Patrick Ta had a holiday palette release with the 3 blushes, and because that palette was sold out in a matter of seconds several times, they decided to launch them as singles, and I picked up the color that I really wanted to. I wanted to add something very bright and more pink into my collection. I already have this shade, Do We Know Her? This is more of like a peachy orangey shade. This is probably one of my favorite ways to apply it, to use 2 products together, but I really almost have a habit of setting my face first and then applying the powder blush and then go with the cream product right on top of it to intensify that look and give it more dimension. The fact that you can apply the cream product on top of the powder product is so amazing to me. It's so beautiful. I almost don't want to touch it, but let's go ahead and swatch this first. The cream is obviously on the bottom and the powder is on top. I'm using my Ulta blush brush. Wow, this is bright, you guys. Okay, so I think since this was the first time and I did not know how bright this color is going to be, we're going to leave it at that, but I want to go ahead and go a little bit lighter on this side. I'm just going to tap it like once, just very gentle brushing. I think that the color is beautiful. It's definitely pink. This side looked a little bit clowny because I definitely took a little bit too much, but this side I'm going to go a little bit less and just try to blend it out. I feel like the best practice with the bright shade like this that's also this pigmented, go little by little, better build up if you want to build up a shade a little bit. So I don't want to diffuse it because I love when my blush is just diffused. This is just my style. I know there have been a lot of different blush trends going around like TikTok and social media. However, this is just how I personally prefer to apply my blush. It's very pigmented. You do want to use fluffy brush like the brand recommends, but this is basically a rule of thumb too for very pigmented product in general. You want to use a fluffier brush and pick up a little bit of product and just diffuse it. As if this brightness is not enough, I do want to add some cream just for the sake of this video. I'm going to go with a denser brush and just dip a tiny bit, literally a tiny bit into the cream formula and go like right on the apples of my cheeks, just a little bit higher to get that concentration and dimension. It definitely gives me a glow. It doesn't lift anything. It layers really nicely on top of each other. Beautiful. Definitely gives you that pink blush. I think that I'm blushed for days now. It's definitely very pink, but I Love the formula. I love the color. I did want to add something pink into my collection, so I'm happy I have this. Guys, I went ahead behind the camera and finished up my brows, and I used my Sigma tinted gel. I've been really loving this. This is like one and done type of product, and just use a little pencil to outline the bottom of my eyebrows just to make them a little bit more even. But I would like to add some highlighter, and I'm going to be using one of my recent favorites from Natasha Denona face palette. That's right here. One of you will receive this palette. This palette is in a giveaway. This has been one of my favorite items since December. Been so in love, so I included this in the giveaway. Make sure to stay till the end of this video to check out the guidelines how to enter. Since I'm already a little bit glowy today, I'm just gonna do a little bit. I love this highlighter so much. It just melts into your skin, just giving you that really beautiful pearlescence. Since I've gotten this palette, it never left my vanity table. Such an amazing, I think it was like one of the most exciting launches in the whole entire past year for me. I'm also going to use this eyeshadows just to create a very simple look. This formula is amazing. I've already used this palette on camera when I picked it up, so I can also have this video linked in the description box. I had like more extensive thoughts, but in generally I think that these specific shadows, they're actually even better than her separate 5-pan palettes that she's been launching. I just truly enjoy this. This is fantastic formula. I'm gonna go ahead and create very simple look because we're gonna be going with bright lips today, and as you can see, very bright cheeks, so I want to keep it really simple. So these eyeshadows, they are named as inner corner, transition, crease, outer corner, and smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and just simply follow the guidelines, and after that I'm gonna continue with the Fenty lipstick. So I also went ahead and finished up the lashes with a mascara. Not a new product, will be listed for you in the description box. Now let's move on to the next exciting portion. And this is the Fenty Icon lipstick. I'm holding two boxes because there are two components to this lipstick. So there is a case that comes with this two parts, and then there is a refillable portion, which is actually the bullet lipstick itself. Let me just show you how beautiful this is. If you purchase just a lipstick, this is what you will receive. It does have FB embossing on the bullet. The instructions how to put those two pieces together are printed on the outside of the box. They launched 10 different shades, which seem to be like shades of reds and neutrals, a long wearing formula, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and vitamin E added for moisture for your lips, and it does say to be a semi-matte, so we'll get to test that in just 1 second. Okay, let's go ahead and put this together. First, insert the bottom portion of the case into the fill until it clicks, and then insert this inside of the case until it clicks. So here you have it. The component itself, it's a little bit bigger, but it looks very luxe. To get the lipstick out of the case, you need to twist this bottom portion of the case, and it pops out from here. Here you have it. Oh wow, it feels really creamy. This is the shade MVP. I want to pair this lipstick together with a new launch from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a new lip liner in the shade Cherry. Let's go ahead and swatch them right next to each other. I'm going to do a nice thick swatch so you can kind of see two colors together. If you were thinking also to pair them this way, since they're brand new launches. And if you ask me, they're literally spot on color matches. This is a pretty cool pencil. It's in the square shape. However, it is still wooden. You can sharpen it normally. This also says to be a matte formula and long wearing. This goes on lips really easily, and it just glides on, very creamy. I do not have to put any pressure at all. However, now that I'm applying it on my lips, I noticed that it does have a more of like a fuchsia pink tint to it. The small swatch right next to the lipstick looked like it was red. However, it is more of a fuchsia tint. All right, guys, this is gorgeous. Okay guys, the lipstick is pretty freaking amazing. It went on lips like a creamy formula. It's supposed to be turning into matte. It went on skin really comfortably like a creamy lipsticks, but without that shine right away that the creamy lipstick would give you. The color is just spot on gorgeous, the classic red. It is flattering on all skin tones, and the formula so far feels really good. I wiped off the swatches, and this was a pencil from Anastasia. I also had a swatch here from the lipsticks. They did stain on my skin right here a little bit, so I'm assuming it will be staining your lips a little bit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. However, I will be testing these two, and I will update you how these two products were in my upcoming monthly videos. Okay guys, time for final thoughts. This makeup came out like Paris called me, and I am just about ready to go. Let's go over some new products. As far as the KOSAS Revealer Foundation, I personally enjoy this. I really like all the things that this product claims to be. It is hydrating, however, it is that natural finish. It does go on skin a little bit glower and hydrating, and then it kind of settles into your skin with a natural finish. If you are more on the normal to drier side, I think you will need to powder this because this product does turn into a natural finish. However, I am an oily combination. I usually powder everything. It is more on the higher end price-wise, but I think that the shade range was pretty good. This shade was my spot-on match. I could probably use it year-round, and this is also the type of formula that I could also use a year-round. I would not apply this with my fingers like the brand recommended. I thought that applying it with a brush was fine, but I think that my preferred method of application would be still a sponge. This is just my personal preference, and I think it just went on skin really easily with a brush, and I retouch it with a sponge, and it just took minor streakiness off. If you do have more redness or blemishes to cover up, you might want to just use a sponge concealing option or layer this one out because it does say to be buildable. Overall, I really like this foundation. I think this is definitely a hit in my eyes. I will be continue using it. I also wanted to mention that this product wears really well on my combination oily skin. I do need to powder it maybe in about like 6-hour mark, which is a really good stat for my skin type. With a lot of hydrating formulas, I usually hit that time mark at like 3-ish hours. With this one, I did a double of that, so that's a big thing. As far as this concealer, I think this is another hit. It does say full coverage. I don't necessarily think that it is a full coverage. Today's application wasn't the first impression. I like that it is a truly long wearing formula. The color does not wear out throughout the day. It doesn't become lighter or creepy under eyes. It is a quite thin formula, and it does feel quite hydrating once you apply it. It easily melts into your skin and giving you a really nice coverage. It's a kind of a fuller coverage. I wouldn't say it's like a spackle full coverage. I like that there are some good skincare ingredients here. I do still need to powder it, and I would recommend to use very thin powder. I'm also very happy about this blush. I think that this came out really nicely. I definitely went a little bit over the board on this side initially. This formula is really pigmented. I just love the versatility that you can use both of these products separately or layer them together. Use it with a fluffy brush first with the powder formula and just go little by little to build it up the intensity that you like. Other than that, I think it's a wonderful color. I love it, and I see myself using it in the whole entire spring and summer. As far as these two products, you guys, I absolutely love the color. I feel that this combination actually worked really well. They blended into each other really nicely. On the swatch, they almost looked like a spot-on color matches. However, when I applied pencil separately, it was a little bit of a fuchsia tint to it. However, now that I have both of the products together on the lips, they blended in really nicely together. And now that I've had this probably for about 5 to 7 minutes, I noticed that the lipstick settled in a little bit, but it's that soft matte finish. Maybe it will change with time. I don't feel like I have any makeup on my face right now. Everything just feels very light, very comfortable. I love how my makeup turned out today. Natasha Denona Glam face palette is a star. It has been a favorite since the day I purchased it. I think it's just a fantastic palette that was very well and smart made. I use every single item in this palette, and it's just a fantastic quality. Okay, so today has been really successful. All these new items, I feel like they're really good launches. It's something that you've been eyeing on. I am really impressed with all these formulas from today, and I am really excited to go over some details of how to enter my very very first giveaway. So thankful for you guys for being here, for supporting my channel. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be giving to one of you guys. And like I mentioned earlier, this Natasha Denona Glam face palette is included. I love it so much. The next item is this set from Fenty Beauty. This is a duo from cream blush and the cream gloss. I also included 2 complexion products. These are the face powders by Physicians Formula. I have really been loving their powders and generally complexion products. I've been enjoying those. Then I'm including this face wash from e.l.f. One of my favorites. This is an Ulta Beauty Mattifying Primer. If you follow my channel, you guys know that I brag about it all the time. This is one of my favorite mattifying and pore smoothing primer. So one of these mini guys will go into you. This hair mask by Eva NYC. This is a deeply conditioning hair mask. This is one that I've enjoyed and talked about on my channel. All you need to do is follow me on my YouTube channel here and like this video. Leave me a comment with a gift box emoji. That way I know you're interested in entering this giveaway. And remember that there are a lot of scammers out there, and I would never ask you for your personal information or download any weird applications or things to your devices. I will never ask you to pay for shipping. This giveaway is open nationally for US residents. This sums up my video. Thank you guys so much for being here today and watching. If you like this video, give it a thumb up, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you are notified next time I upload video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.